Hey everyone, I'm Dr. Dhruti and welcome to my channel Mama Knows Best. In today's video, I'm going to talk about the third trimester, especially what to expect at the doctors in these last few weeks. Well, the third trimester begins with an ultrasound scan. For me, it was done around the 30th week. Now, in this scan, the doctor will check for the blood flow to the baby, then the baby's heart rate, then the growth of baby's organs, and also determine the baby's size and position. See, the size and position at this stage will also help the doctor to decide if it's healthy to have a vaginal birth or may require a C-section. You can see the baby's face for the first time because this is a 3D scan. This was Mariah at 30 weeks and this is she when she was born. Pretty close, huh? Your regular visits to the doctors in the last month will become more frequent, like once a week or so, and the doctor will also do a physical check to determine the baby's position, which will also be confirmed by the ultrasound that we did. Now, the expected weight gain in the 9th month is around 1 kg per week. That's a pretty quick gain. So your doctor will also keep a very close eye on your blood pressure and then check your glucose in the urine or do the glucose tolerance test. You will be given some vaccinations too, like tetanus and all in this. See, in the last month, you will be asked to keep a kick count. Now, kick count doesn't mean that you have to actually count the number of kicks in the whole day. See, it means that you have to observe the pattern of kicking. Like for example, if your baby's pattern is to kick like 30-40 times after you've had your lunch, and that has reduced to like 4 or 5 kicks only after lunch. Or for someone else, it could be 30 to 40 kicks in the night. Any abrupt change in this kind of a pattern and you must see your doctor. A quick word of the wise here. See, vaginal birth or C-section is something that the doctor will decide after reviewing a lot of parameters. It should not be something that you choose really. I have actually made a video on this which will hope to dispel some of the myths around C-section and help you a little bit more. Just know that it should be a medical decision. A very interesting phenomenon is that of a false labor, and that is when you will feel the contractions, the so-called Braxton Hicks. See, these are uterine contractions only, but just last for 1 or 2 minutes and they do not increase in intensity or the frequency also. This is just your uterus which is getting ready for the delivery. Many women at first confuse them with actual labor pains. Don't worry, I did too. But these are different. Now, how are these different from the actual labor pain, you will ask? Well, labor pain begins from your back and will move in the front. And with each contraction, the intensity keeps increasing. I personally experienced the Braxton Hicks or the false labor from 36 weeks right till the 40 weeks, all 4 weeks. When the contractions, would just come and go, but they would never become very severe. But remember, you have to call your doctor immediately if you experience either painful contractions of increasing intensity and frequency, or if you see vaginal bleeding or even spotting, or your water bag bursts like leaking of amniotic fluid, and last, if there is a sudden decrease in the movement or the kicking pattern of your baby. Here, I would also like to warn you about certain accidents. See, a lot of accidents like falling, tripping, bumping into something, these happen around the third trimester. Most of them are minor accidents and nothing will happen to your baby as it is well protected by thick walls of your uterus. But I would say just be a little extra careful, like just slow down on all your activities. Don't rush, don't run. I know, obviously you won't run. Or like if you're sitting down for a very long time, then just get up very slowly. This is to avoid any fainting. Or if you're going in the kitchen near the gas stove, just be mindful of your belly in front of you. You know what happened with me was whenever I tried to cook, my belly would just touch the kitchen platform. And that's when I would suddenly realize that I have to step back a little bit, to accommodate the big size. I wasn't used to that. So that's it for today. And here are your takeaways. Firstly, start keeping a kick count. Second, avoid any accidents like falling, tripping, or avoid any direct impact to your tummy. Third, Watch for any vaginal bleeding or your water bursting. And finally, pack up your hospital bag and keep it ready. So now, the only thing left for you before the delivery is to prepare this bag. After your growth scan, by around 36 weeks or so, you would have to start preparing this bag for the hospital stay, as the delivery can happen any time after this. So in the next video, let's see what all things I packed in my hospital bag. Alright, that's a wrap on Mama Knows Best. Until next time, Namaste.